Join me on the mat and we will begin. So here we are again. Welcome. Welcome. And so we will be getting to business. We're working with slowing down a flow. But of course, we have to warm up the body first and check in. So turn around, come down, and we will check in. We'll check in. So just come onto the back, bring the feet to rest, adjust the shoulders, the arms, the back, so you feel comfortable. So you feel comfortable as you begin to check in with yourself. Check in with how the body's feeling at this time, on this day. Different for each day. We never know if there's any little injury, any little tweak, any little stiff spot. We want to notice that. We want to notice so we can take care. Take care of the body. So let's check in with the breath. Bring all of your attention to the movement of the inhale, the release of the exhale. Just that, the inhale and its exhale, releasing, softening, relaxing. Releasing, softening, relaxing. That's the body, the exhale breath. The energy comes from the inhale breath. So both are important, of course. Each is essential. We can emphasize the inhale when we need to have energy. We emphasize the exhale for the let go. So let's begin to warm up the body. Just bringing in movement, preparing. So I like these days to grip fingers, bend elbows, and inhale the arms overhead. And exhale back down, press the waist. Keep on going, a few like that. As we wake up, the upper back, the shoulders, the arms, the neck, and the waist. As we press the waist to the ground, there's a delicious stretch there. See what's true for you. As we inhale up and exhale down, we're just establishing our own comfortable pace with this. A couple more, finding your movement and breath pattern. And when you next bring the hands down, pause. Pause. Now let's see about slowing it down. So we're just experimenting with regular pace and slower pace and seeing what feels right. So let's try a slower pace with the inhale, arms overhead. And exhale down, press the waist. Finding what works for you. The first was our normal pace. This one is slower. We're finishing. When the hands next come to rest, pause, relax, have a breath. So normal pace, slower pace. Let's do a few of what we would call our slowest comfortable. So your slowest comfortable is inhale overhead. And exhale down, press the waist. It helps to count silently so we keep the inhale and the exhale the same length. So we're just experimenting here with pacing. Later on, we'll be more specific about how many repetitions at each pace, but right now, we're exploring. Right now, we're just exploring the movement, the breath, and how it feels as we move more slowly. Let this be the final slowest time, and bring the hands back to rest and release. Release, have a breath. Typically, when we move more slowly, it's more demanding for the body and the breath will be a bit heavier. So right now, we'll leave the breath free and pick up the knees and circle the knees. And massage the low back. Massage the low back. Now pause, circle the other way, and see which way your body likes best. That's what we're going to come back to. So if this is the best, stay here. If the other was the best, change it out. Your body knows what it likes and will tell you yes. So we're massaging in the low back. Pace is just your own. We're not changing the pace in this one. But if you want to slow it down and see how it feels to move more slowly, feel free. Okay, I'm going to pause now. I'm going to circle each knee wide and back. This is to lubricate in the hips. And then I'm going to pause and circle the other way. Your body will typically pick its favorite way first. See if that was true for you. And we'll come back to rest and bring the feet down. Open the arms wide. So let's roll knees side, side. Moving with the breath, side, side. We're leaving the pace free. So the pace that suits you as we move side to side, we're warming up the back, warming up the body for movement later. Right now, it's just free form. Is there a tighter side? Is there a tighter side? When you're there, stay a little longer, press the knee down, feel more extension, more stretch, more intensity. Come back. Other side, stay, press the top knee down. Feel wherever that reaches, into the thigh, into the low back, into the shoulder, whatever's true for you, and come back. Release the arms. Take a breath. So now we're coming into a little sequence with the bridge. And so we will look at that as far as normal pace, slower pace. So our sequence goes like this. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms down, hug the knees. Inhale, heels to the ceiling, arms overhead. Exhale, come back to rest. We're going to add that to the lift. Inhale, lift the hips, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, round down, hug the knees. Inhale, heels to the ceiling, arms overhead. Exhale, hug the knees. Bring the feet to rest. Pause, have a breath. Inhale, lift the hips, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, round down, hug the knees. Inhale, heels to the ceiling, arms overhead. Hug the knees on the exhale. Bring the feet back to rest. Pause, have a breath. Let's pay attention now to slowing that pace. So just slow it down as far as it's comfortable for you. Lifting the hips, bring the arms overhead, coming down as slowly as you can. And when the hips come down, pick up the knees and hug the knees. Then heels to the ceiling. We're moving slowly, arms overhead. And on the next exhale, slowly release the arms, hug the knees, bring the feet to rest. Take a breath. Take a breath, check in with yourself. So that's our final movement here. We're going to roll to the side and come over onto the knees. So let's begin. Come onto the knees. Bring your mat if you like. Hands and knees. Chakravarkasana, breath free. Breath free. Your own comfortable pace as we feel the delicious stretch on the back. One more of these. And then pause. Stand on the knees. Bring the arms overhead. Inhale up. Exhale. Come down. Hands touch. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, round to the angry cat. Inhale, release that cat. Exhale, drop back. Stretch the arms longer, wider. Inhale, forward. Drop hips, lift chest. And exhale, back. Pause. Have a breath. Slow it down. Inhale, come up. Arms overhead. Come down with control, control to touch. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, round to the cat. Inhale, release that cat. Exhale, drop back. Stretch arms longer, wider. Inhale, coming forward slowly. Lift the ribs, lift the chin. Exhale, drop back. Drop back. Pause, have a breath. One more, we'll really slow it down. Inhale, come up. Bring the arms overhead. This takes a lot of control, coming down, coming down, coming down, slowly touch. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, round to the cat. Inhale, release that cat. Exhale, drop back. Stretch arms longer. Come forward, slowly forward, drop hips, lift ribs, lift chin. Slowly exhale back. When you're there, release the breath, stay. Final breath here. Come on up and stand. Come to standing. Come to standing. For our warm-up series, we'll do regular pace, slower pace, then slowest. So here we go with our regular pace. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, flow on down. Inhale, come up. Tip to the side and back. Tip to the side and back. Sweep the arms behind, drop down to the chair and come back up. And again, flow down. Lift up. Side stretch. Return. Side stretch. Return. Drop down to the chair. One more at the normal pace. Exhale, flow. Inhale, lift. Side stretch. Return. Side stretch. Return. Drop down to the chair. Come back up. Release the arms. Come into mountain. Feel the breath. Soft toes, soft knees, tailbone tuck for some. Extension through the crown. Shoulders up, back, and down. So that was 3 sets at our normal pace. We'll now do 2 sets. Same flow, slower pace. Letting the breath come back to rest. Feeling the mountain, solid, steady, strong, and still. And when you're ready, we begin. Inhale, counting silently to yourself to keep that inhale and exhale the same duration. Coming up, coming down, returning up and side, returning, other side, returning, drop down to the chair. Another set, same slow pace, flow. Flow. When you finish this set, come back to rest. Check in with the breath. So we have one more set to go, and this will be the slowest comfortable. So you're discovering for yourself what works. No forcing the breath ever. Look at the breath now. It's already reacting to that slow movement. We got one more to go. Slow as flow. Here we go. Your own slowest flow. When you finish, release back to mountain, back to mountain, back inside. Feel the breath. Feel the breath. So the breath is always reacting to the slow movement, coming back to rest. So we'll begin with 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, widen the base. Widen the base. You can adjust the angle of the back heel as you adjust the alignment of the front foot, as you square the hips and shoulders. So our series goes like this. And we'll do 3 sets with a regular pace, 2 sets slower, 1 set slowest. So here's the regular pace. Bend the knees, sweep the arms, inhale up. Exhale, fold, touch. Bend the knee, sweep the arms, inhale up. Exhale, back to the start. Take a breath. Second set. Folding. Lifting. Releasing. Take a breath. Final set, normal pace. Inhaling. Folding. Inhaling up. Back to the start. Back to the start. Now we're having intention to slow it down 2 sets at the slower pace. When you're ready, here we go. Folding. Lifting. Releasing back to the start. And again. Back to the start. Feel the breath. So our final set will be as slow as you can go. Take another breath here. Here we go. Slow as you can go. Make it work for you. Folding. Returning. Releasing. And release. Let's do our balance here. Stand on 1 foot, lift the other. Hold focus. Okay, back foot down, hands to the front leg, relax, breath free. Knee soft. Okay, we're ready for the other side. Foot forward, foot back. Widen the base. Adjust alignment. Front knee, ankle, toe, back heel. Squaring hips and shoulders. 3 sets at our normal pace. 2 sets, slower pace. Final set at the slowest. So we're ready. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Return. Back to the start. Take a breath. And here we go again. Inhale up. Exhale, flow. Inhale, return. Back to the start. And a breath. Final set. Inhale up. Exhale, flow. Inhale, return. Back to the start. Breath free. As we prepare for 2 sets at the slower pace. Okay, when you're ready, here we go. Take a breath. Second set at the slower pace. Here we go. Back to the start. Release the breath. Take another breath. Our final set, as slow as you can go. Don't force it. When you're ready, Final set, as slow as you can go. Back to the start. And release. Balance on this side. The warrior three. Back leg lifted. Eyes focused on something not moving. The wobbles are the corrections. And then we'll release the back foot down. Bring the hands to the front knee. Soft. Relax. Breath. And we'll release, come back to stand. So that flow was all about movement, changing the pace. This next flow is all about stay. It's all about stay, and this is the traditional salutation to the sun, Surya Namaskar. And we're going to do it with stay. We're going to do one set. We're going to stay at every posture. So we're standing. Mountain. Checklist. Toes, knees, tailbone tuck for some. Extension through the crown, shoulders up, back and down. Breath. So Surya Namaskar begins with a forward bend. So come on up, arms overhead, and flow down, 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 and stay. Knees soft, breath free. So we're going to stay at every position in this flow. Final breath, hands to the ground. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Drop the knee to the ground. Stay. Now, bring that front foot back. We're coming into the down-facing dog and stay. Knees are soft, heels are lifted. From here, we're dropping, hips down, lifting ribs and chin, up facing dog, stay. Return to the down facing dog, stay. So now we're going to bring 1 foot forward, drop the knee to the ground, stay. Going to bring the back foot up, forward bend, stay. Come on up, come on up, come on up, and it's done. Now come to the knees. Come on down. Chakravarkasana, breath free. Chakravarkasana, breath free. Counter pose here. Come back into the body. Find your breath. Find movement. And we're coming onto the belly for our strengthening for the back series. The belly down. Back bends. Finishing with Chakravarkasana. Okay, come to a rest. Let's come on to the belly. Go ahead and come down. Bring the elbows forward. Bring the forehead to rest. And I always keep my chin out because of this microphone. You have your forehead to rest. Feel the breath. Check in with yourself. So we're picking up with the same pattern and theme we've been using with working with our normal pace. 3 sets, our slower pace, 2 sets, and 1 set at the slowest. So we'll be working with Bhujangasana, the cobra. Bring the hands alongside. Turn the cheek to the side. So a set is comprised of this. Inhale, head to center, press up, peel up. Exhale down, turn the cheek. Inhale, head to center, press up, peel up, down, and turn the cheek. That's one set. Take a breath. 2 more sets, normal pace. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Second set done. Take a breath. Third set. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Third set done. Breath free. Now we move to 2 sets at the slower pace. And as I said before, it always helps to count silently to yourself on the inhale and the exhale to keep them the same duration. 2 sets here, coming up, coming down, coming up, coming down. 1 set done, take a breath. Second set at this slower pace, here we go. Coming down, coming up, coming down. Release the breath. 3 sets at the normal pace, 2 sets at the slower pace, final set at the slowest pace. Here we go, counting silently. And when you're down, release the arms forward. Bring the forehead to rest again. Release the breath. Feel it. So the breath is always going to react to slow motion because it's harder work. It's harder work for the body, but that means it's delivering energy, delivering what is a big focus now, heart rate variability, HRV. So the body jumps up to do the job. We're going to be lifting legs. Using the same pattern, we'll do 3 sets at the normal pace, 2 sets at the slower pace, the final set at the slowest pace. And so the hardest part in moving slowly is the release of the leg down. So again, I encourage you to count silently. So forehead to rest, attention to the legs. 3 sets at the normal pace. Let's start on the left. Inhale it up and exhale it down. Inhale it up, exhale it down. 1 set done. Do 2 more sets. And when you're done, come to a rest. Feel the breath, feel the body, feel your reaction as we prepare for 2 sets at the slower pace. That's slower on the lift and slower on the release, matching the pace. When you're ready, first set. Take a breath and then do the second set. Same slow pace. When you're down, breath free. So our final set is the slowest possible. And so the leg is not lifting that much. So it takes a lot of concentration and focus. Here is your last set, slowest possible, and then come back to rest. Begin. And when it's all down and to rest, you can release completely, roll over onto the back, and hug up the knees and leave the breath free. Hug up the knees and free up the breath and go from there. So we hug up the knees, the breath is free, Apadasana. We're going to leave the breath free as we move into our spinal twist. So we're not going to be changing the pace at all. It's going to be still like we were when we were still in the salutation to the sun. Okay. Circle the knees, massage the back. And now we prepare for one leg extended, knee bent, knee across, hand on it, adjust the shoulders, turn the head away, and stay. Breath free. So feel whatever's going on in the leg length and into the hip and up the back and into the shoulder blade. So a lot of the body is involved in this passive, relaxing twist. A couple more breaths here. So we feel little bits of yielding going on. I do in the hip. Okay, now we're changing sides. Release the knee, roll back, swap it out. Leg extends, other knee bends, leg cross, adjust the shoulder, turn the head away, stay. Breath free. So feel it. Where do you feel it more? In the hip, in the leg, under the shoulder? All is possible. No wrong answer. It's whatever is true for you. So the teaching tells us the stretch finds the tightest place, and that's where you feel it, and that's where you need to feel it. So we're finishing up with this relaxing twist as we observe little releases here and there as we stay and stay and stay. And now we're ready to release the knee, release the head, release the hand, release the hips. Pick up the knees, hug up the knees, circle again to massage the back. Bring it all back to neutral. I like to massage each way. And then we're going to come to the side and come to sit. Come to the side, come to sit. Sit on your blanket if you like. Bring the legs out. For our final series that again is working with pacing. Working again with pacing. Extend. So this is our series that says inhale up, exhale back, inhale up, exhale fold. We're going to do our pacing that we're working with sets. So let's see what is our normal set. Inhale, lift, lean back, exhale, lift. Inhale, back up, exhale, fold. Fold and take a breath. Here we go again. Arms up, arms down, legs up. Legs down, arms up, and fold. Take a breath. One more like that. Inhale, lifting, exhale, extending. Legs down, arms up, fold, and take a breath. So like we were doing with our other pacing, we're going to slow this down. So this will be a bit slower, harder to manage, more work. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, arms down, legs up. Arms up, legs down. Fold forward, hands touch. Take a breath. Another set like that, slow. Makes it harder. Take a breath. Our final set, we've got to just experiment with it as slow as it will go. Here we go. And then release everything. Breath free. Stretching legs, stretching back. And we are done and we're ready for relaxing. So finish here. Just feeling the breath settle. And then let's release and come on down. So however it works for you, you're going to support under the head, under the knees, blanket there or away. Legs extend, hang out, find your place down with the shoulders and the arms, with the hips and the legs, with the feet, with the hands. Find your place, settle down. Adjust your blanket if you like. You got to get comfortable. That's your only job here, is to get comfortable. So take your time with it as we come fully into the body for Shavasana and a guided Shavasana, guided relaxation. Guided relaxation says, direct your focus to the hips and legs. Squeeze and tighten hips and legs. Feel it? Let go, hips and legs, and have a breath. Squeeze. Shoulders to the ears, lift arms, hands, fingers, lift the head gently, bring the head back down, let it all to the ground, and have a breath. Come to the jaw, move and stretch. And release, stretch the tongue toward the chin. And release, press lips, wrinkle nose, squint eyes, squeeze. Release, soften. Have a breath. And now we'll come back through the body. We'll check back in. We'll soften toes, arches, heels, and ankles. We're softening up the legs, calves, shins, knees. We're softening into upper legs, hips, and belly so we feel the whole lower body letting go. Letting go. Become aware of the spine, the places where the spine touches or does not. No wrong answers. Here, feel shoulders, arms, hands heavy down. Soft fingers, feel it. Softening, come to the throat and the lips. Softening, tongue floating, teeth not touching. Softening, cheeks behind the eyes, the brow, and the scalp. Whole body letting go. Whole body letting go. Turn your attention to the breath and notice how the breath is softening. Breath is softening. We look a bit deeper, mind and thought. Sounds may come, it happens. Stay, if you can stay, do it through sound. Thought carries you away. Yes, a thought will carry you away, and when you find yourself there, come back here. Return to the body. Feel the whole body relaxing. We look deepest for stillness and peace. Stay in that stillness and that peace. With the chimes, come back to the breath. Come back to awareness of the body. Come back to movement and stretch, return. Movement, stretch, breath, return. And as you return, we close. And I hope you keep with you ease in your body and strength, the balance, the energy, and the peace until the next time. And I thank you.